When the Snowy Mountains hydroelectric scheme was built in the later part of the last century, and I was there when it started, it was seen as a wonder of engineering, a young country calling on skilled people from around the world to complete a massive project that would deliver water for agriculture and be paid for by supplying electricity to a growing nation. We'll take a look at how the Snowy scheme has evolved into Snowy Hydro, the company, what is now the core business, how it's transformed over the last 10 years, and how it's now part of a modern electricity market. But we'll also touch on the future. During the 1950s and 60s, the Snowy Mountains region was the centre of a major engineering project and at the forefront of national and social change. The scheme was a breakthrough in engineering technology and a credit to those who strived to make it a reality. It was originally designed for an era when electricity was relatively new to Australia, a time before the explosion of the wonderful devices that have been developed to meet the needs of a growing and modern society. Air conditioning, home entertainment systems, a myriad of electrical appliances, as well as an overall growth in our economy and standard of living, all depend increasingly on reliable electricity. Demand for electricity continues to grow, but because the scheme is located in a national park, Snowy Hydro can't build more dams and power stations to produce more electricity. Further expansion is impossible. In addition to its normal business activity, Snowy Hydro must provide water to be released as environmental flows. The management and delivery of this water happens without any payment to Snowy Hydro, and the company is legally obligated to these releases, even in the most extreme conditions, as experienced recently when inflows fell to record lows. Snowy Hydro doesn't own water and therefore doesn't sell water. In fact, Snowy Hydro's usage of water is strictly controlled by the governments under a stringent licence. Really, the scheme is a water scheme paid for by an electricity business. Over recent years, Snowy Hydro has continued the vision of the Snowy scheme, recognising its obvious limitations and the increasing cost of operations. Snowy Hydro has carefully and strategically evolved its activity towards high-priced peak electricity demand, introduced price risk financial insurance contracts, added fast start gas generation capability, and developed a greatly important retail customer base. And all of this in the last decade.